Hey, Silver. How you doing, my friend?
Real. How do you think he does it? I don't know. What makes him so good? Because he spends a lot of quarters.
How you doing, Silver? I mean, what would be quite interesting with the different people from different parts of the world is some of the games you guys would have played maybe to the Europeans. We might have had different games, if you see. So,
Yeah, I haven't played games in 20 years or so.
Jump rope.
did you grow? Did you grow up, Silver?
Hubert.
Did I what now?
Did you grow up? You stopped playing. I grew up, and I was
Oh,
like, I don't play
I don't
anymore.
know. Good
Battles
question. I
of.
don't know. I just don't fancy it sometimes.
No. But I used to work in a retail, like a game store, and we did used to get quite a lot of older people pop in. And I used to think I was quite good because it's like they were like, I said, "Oh, do you like playing it?" It's like, "Yeah, never, I don't grow up. I still enjoy them." So there is older clientele that still enjoy gaming. I don't think gaming's set for a certain age limit. I think anyone can do it from any age. So, it probably was back in the day, but nowadays anyone, loads of people game from all age groups.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's just that the young kids are the best at it. I mean, this one kid was like a professional gamer. Yeah, he goes, I probably have another year or so of my career. And this kid was only like, I think he was like 17. And he just said, he goes, these younger kids, they just have way quicker reflexes, and they're just
Oh yeah.
so much, just like laser focused. They're just so on it. It's pretty amazing. You have to be extremely, extremely fast.
That's
Extremely. Big Tony,
Hi.
Big Tony. Is that
I've
the
no
name?
idea what my camera throws on, but
Tone turned orange.
It's not too bad, Tony. We just got a picture of your table, so
Tone
that's all right.
turned orange.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I just figured I'd pop in for a moment, and say hi.
Dr. Andre.
how you doing
Well,
today, Silver and Gold? Are you good?
I'm doing good. Just
Yeah.
working from home.
Yeah.
very nice shot of your floor.
And
yeah,
how's your daughter doing in Vegas, Silver and Gold? 'Cause I know you listened to some of
Yeah,
her.
she had a gig and she actually streamed it on Instagram and Facebook Live Friday night.
Okay. Are they getting crowds there now? Do they have an audience and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, you can hear there's some sparse people around.
Yeah.
somewhat. Sorry, some sparse people.
No, it looks
Yeah,
like
I
froze
think he
up.
means in the sense that there's not a lot of people there, like
Oh, I
sparse.
see. Okay.
It froze up.
No, that's fine.
On my side, it looks like I froze up. I'm like,
What did you think he meant by sparse, Tony? Out of interest.
I had no idea. I thought maybe a Spartan, like you.
Maybe that was next door, the Spartan show.
yeah,
I'm sure you
yeah,
can get anything you desire in Vegas.
yeah. They all show up at concerts looking at Spartans. Yeah.
Well,
Well, I was going to say, I mean, what did she say it's like living in Vegas? It must be a fucking different planet.
Well, I like Vegas. I like to just hang around and listen to music and kind of people watch, if you will.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it is a different atmosphere. I don't even know how to put it. I've been there numerous times already, and I like to retire there.
I've only been to Vegas once, and that was a few years ago now. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was.
See, what I always forget about Vegas and silver and gold, I don't know if Don's frozen or not, is I forget people live in Vegas. I never see it as
Yeah.
somewhere where you live. It's just to be
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. It is.
People live in
strange,
Paris
yeah.
too.
Well,
It's a tourist town. People actually live in Paris? Oh yeah, man.
well,
Yeah,
Paris
but-
I would see because it's a city, but I always kind of
Yeah.
see Vegas as just Funland. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same with
It's
London.
more like a what do you call it? What do they call an amusement park?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Disneyland for adults.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
I live in London, but I wouldn't describe it as, I mean, obviously you can live in London, you obviously, but Vegas, it's just like Lincoln said, it's just like you just think of it as just being a, just a place to go and party.
An
Yeah, to
adult
pass through.
playground, basically.
Yeah, a place
Yep.
to pass through for the weekend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
always
so-
forget it's people will live in Vegas and around Vegas, I presume. I mean, is it a very Liverpool place, would you say? I mean, is it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh
Really?
yeah.
plenty of amenities.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit like so there are various cities in like Spain, like Ibiza and other, where it's just like they're just party places. You couldn't imagine living there. They're just party places.
But people do live in Ibiza as well.
I suppose.
Ibiza.
Mm.
Well, you go outside, just outside of Vegas, the regular Vegas area, and you go into like slum areas. You can see people just hanging around, doing their thing, and just like it's kind of odd to see that little difference there.
What would you? What? Silver and gold. What makes you want to go?
Whoa! You talking to me?
What?
Whoa!
What was that? I just
Let's
had to go off.
everybody imitate Numsky.
Yeah.
Oh,
My stutter.
Whoa! I'm walking here.
Dear.
What fascinates you with to go
That's
to
funny.
kind of live in Vegas? What's the appeal?
I like the warm weather.
Buffet.
I like the sort of I don't know. I find it peaceful at times in the areas that I've been to, and I like the fact that I can go if I want to get entertained. I just go there and just look around.
I think the good doctor has hit the nail on the head. It's the ladies.
Yeah. I like all the pretty dancing ladies and the strip clubs. That's my main first of
Wait, now let's make Silver and Gold scream because we're able to pick up on his body language on this one.
the strip.
Let's see if he gives it away.
The strip clubs are pretty cool because you can go there and you can hand those girls dollars and they treat you real nice.
Oh, dear.
You give them $1 and they
There's some
treat you
very
real
friendly
nice.
people there. Very friendly people there. I must say.
Goodness. Bunny
What's the face giving away, guys? Is that what he's there for, really? Payback.
No.
it,
No, I like the music. I like the different. They have a lot of events going on that you can go to throughout the year.
Bunny Ranch.
And they put on big
Goodness.
displays and stuff, and the artistry and the scenery. It's pretty cool.
And also, I guess you'd be closer to your daughter. Is that what you're thinking as well? Maybe.
Yeah, then I would be living next to my daughter. She'd be doing her stuff, and I like to eat there, just hang out, drink, and just enjoy myself.
Okay.
I think it has to be one of the best places I've been to, though. I mean, I've only been once, but it was one of the best holidays I've had, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did you
And
do
of
that
course-
money slot thing, Tony? Because I went on the thing where you can. I remember when I first went to the old part of Vegas, and I was walking down, and I kept hearing things above me.
Yeah,
People screaming. I was like, where is that coming from? I looked up and there's people going down this like slide, and I was like, oh right. And then I went,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to try that. So I had to go myself.
So that's not the Strip. It's I can't remember the name. That's basically parallel to the Strip.
That was like, where they have the famous video on the
yeah,
ceiling.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I think that's the old part of Vegas, if I believe.
It is. I just can't remember the name. There's a name for
Vermont Street. Vermont Street.
That's the one. Yeah.
The video they were showing was Barracuda. You remember that song Barracuda?
Do the Barracuda.
Oh yeah.
That was the video we watched. But I
Bunny
also
Ranch.
like the fact they had loads of people. I got a picture next to Mike Myers. He had his Halloween face on. There's like all these people who just walk around looking like characters and things like that. Half naked and all that sort of stuff. So,
Bunny Ranch, though, is like that's something that people are going there for. That I think that's the most ridiculous thing because I think that should be just legalized everywhere around the world. So it's kind of like marijuana and all the other things that are vices. For people, it's like everything that a person can decide to do on their own and pay for should be legal. People jump out of helicopter or jump out of airplanes and stuff with a parachute on, and that could be the end of your life if something goes wrong. and people still are allowed to be, pay for that and do it.
Extreme sports, huh?
Yeah. It's like prostitution. It's like, yeah, it's legal here. So I just think it's kind of like ridiculous that it's ever not been legal. It creates too many places where corruption and criminal activity can jump in.
So is it legal in Vegas but not other places? You say?
Yeah, just like part of Nevada.
One of the things for me, which is really good about Vegas, is that it's just, you can use it as a jumping point. So went to see the Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, lots of other stuff as well. It was it was a good sort of jumping point to do all those things.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of it because it's out there in the desert. There's plenty of places to go, to see, and really cool.
Don't end up in the desert.
It's like because it's in the year. No, but it was cool. I mean,
you'll have Joe Pesci from like Casino. Fucking beard, I'll fucking kill you, bastard.
Yeah, when they beat that guy over the head and just threw him in a ditch out there in the cornfield.
Yeah,
you motherfuckers.
Who do you think you're fucking over here?
Oh, no.
But there are so many great places in America that I've not been to, and it would be
many great places in America where you can bury people. Yeah,
exactly. Every state probably has that part.
Yeah, exactly.
But Freddy Krueger's bones in a what is it, like a car thing, isn't it, when they smash up cars?
Yeah. But it would have been good to travel last year, obviously, or last year, this year, but yeah, just was not meant to be.
Yeah, Vegas was fascinating, actually.
Can you imagine driving? Can you imagine driving on a certain road at any particular time, and you're actually passing by people's graves that people got buried in? You have no clue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, everywhere in the world there must be. You probably walk over catacombs everywhere and graves just on roads.
Yeah.
But in Vegas, in Vegas it was a big deal because there was lots of people that got, killed and buried back there in the 1960s because they were just, that was a place to do it. Take them out there.
Yeah.
Take them out in a field.
Yeah, it's like you can get married. Yeah, it's like you can get married there and you can get buried there.
One-stop shopping.
Doesn't go very well, or you. Yeah. Actually, I don't fancy her now. I'm married to her.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll finish this quick.
Honey, let's go out to the fields. Come on.
Well, exactly.
Oh, look over there.
Oh man, I'd like to go back to Vegas, probably out of interest.
Yeah, I want to go back as well. I love the Grand Canyon. I've got to say, it was just overwhelmed beyond belief. It's just
Was that the name of one of the hookers? Canyon.
So that was her.
She was a real sweetheart. She was a real sweetheart. She was big, but she was a real sweetheart.
Grand Canyon. Did she have a Grand Canyon?
Oh, dear.
She had
the biggest Grand Canyon I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, it was funny. It was, it was an experience. With her, obviously, not the Grand Canyon,
I think I've said this before, but I was at the crab table, or the one of the tables where you do all your gambling. I don't really gamble, but I was there, and I really pissed off one of the waitresses. She kept bringing me drinks.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
I said, I'm being English. I kept going, oh, thanks. Yeah. By the 8th drink, she went, why are you tipping me? And I went, what do you mean? She went, no. I bought you 8 drinks and you had tipped me 1. So we don't fucking tip in England. It was like she bollocked me in front of the whole table. I was like,
you've got to tip. I mean, yeah.
But again, we're not used to it.
I'm from England.
No, not here. No, well, but I did my research, mate. So come on, so I thought, I'm going to America, blah blah blah, and the big thing that came up was tip, 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 tip. So
Yeah, but when you kind of programmed, but you're not used to it.
Yeah, I know.
It's a genuine kind of. But what really intrigued me is how personal she took it.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's how they make the money. I mean, you know, they rely on tips. Unlike here in the UK,
Yeah.
where we actually, I mean, here we pay proper wages for these people, and that sounds awful, but you know what I mean. But in America, it's just like they just rely on tips. You got to tip them, tip, 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 tip.
Yeah, but people get paid in England payback. We don't tip them.
Well, we do because it's. I mean,
I
here
bet
it's
if you actually weighed up the wages here compared to what they get paid, there probably won't be much difference. We just don't tip here. It's
No,
just
well-
not a big thing, really.
Yeah, well, we do. It's normally added into the bill, so normally you don't even think about it. It's like they add another whatever, 12%, 15% onto the bill, and you just pay it. So yeah, so it's just
You got to remember, it's because it's different cultures, isn't it? You see what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
So-
I know exactly what you mean. But even when I sorry, as I said, I did a bit of research. So even when you go up to the bar and buy, like a bottle of Budweiser or whatever, you've got to tip the barman, $1, whatever, just for handing you a beer. It's like, okay.
In America, do you guys tip the delivery people when they bring you food? Like if you get like a Domino's or
Yeah.
you do tip
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
really? Wow.
I do
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, but you got to remember back in I think it was probably back in the 1930s or 40s, there was places where the restaurants did not even pay wages. Like the girl would just go in there and go, "Can I have a job as a waitress?" And the guy goes, "You can work here for tips if you want," and that's what they would do.
Yeah.
They just basically that was their bread and butter was tips only. They didn't have anything else coming in from that.
Tony,
job.
do you ever tip delivery people?
Just the tips, sir. Just the tips.
I mean, it could be that it's a London thing. But yeah, I always tip the delivery people. Well, I mean, at the moment we can't hand over cash because obviously with the current pandemic, so you're not allowed to have any sort of handing over stuff. But yeah,
Well, I do that kind of awkward thing where they'll bring the food to the door and then they'll have that moment where they'll pass the food over you and they're kind of looking at you and there's kind of that. But I kind of enjoy these moments where, and what I do is I slowly then close the door.
yeah,
And you just leave.
yeah.
Like,
I'm a huge tipper as well. I mean, so there is. You can do it online now. So mostly after I've had the delivery, I'll just go on and just add another, I don't know, like £2 or whatever. And maybe that's just a London thing, or maybe just a me thing. I don't know.
do you tip hairdressers, Tony? Sorry.
Okay.
Do you tip a hairdresser? Would you tip a hairdresser?
Yeah.
You've seen my head, mate.
My brother got into a fight for a tip because the waiter at a restaurant in Los Angeles, my three oldest brothers, Ron, Doug, and Robbie, they went to a restaurant and they were celebrating something. It was, I don't know what it was, probably had something to do with football or something. And they went to this fancy restaurant. The bill was way higher than they could have ever imagined. And this was before like credit cards and, debit cards and all that shit. So they had to have cash. And so they put the money down on the tray to pay the bill. When they even saw it, they looked at it and goes, "How much do you have?" He goes, "I don't have that much." And he goes, "Yeah, put the money down on the tray." They had enough money to cover the bill, but there wasn't that much left over for a tip. And like the waiter, as they were leaving, the waiter came up to my brother outside in the parking lot and he goes, "Hey man, what's up with the tip?" And he hauled off and kicked my brother literally like right here in the chest. He thought he was doing something like kung fu move.
That's what I mean. It's take it so personally, isn't it?
Yeah, and my brother was like one of the fastest like Golden Gloves boxers you ever want to see. He knocked him out like within seconds.
Yeah, that's not good.
Jesus, poor guy. He just wanted a tip, Robbie.
I know. I mean, it's again, the last year has been the last year. But when my brother and I go out, the thing that my brother does, he tips up front. So he'll just say, look, we're probably going to spend whatever X amount. Here's a whatever tip. And that actually really, really works in advance because, they just think, oh my God. And you actually get much better service. I know.
And then what do you do? Then tip them like 50p?
Yeah, exactly.
You build it up and go, you're going to spend, then you go.
Then they will spit on your food.
You
cheap bastard.
it's sort of like a bribe, I suppose, in one regards, but it works. You know, get really really good service.
I've got a feeling that if I went and lived in America, I would be shocked with him. Maybe about a month in a restaurant. They're like, fucking guy never tips me. I'm gonna fucking do this guy.
Yeah, the waitress's husband would come in and go, "Hey, is that the little
Yeah,
fairy
English guy.
from England that didn't give you a tip, honey?"
Well,
Yeah, that's him, honey. That's him.
Yeah,
I'd end up on the menu.
A British puff.
I know, but it's a really big thing. I mean, I've got you know, like a good American friend who, again, pandemic, so not been over here for 18 months. But yeah, when he's over here and we've eaten together, he just like massively on the tips. He just like, I was like, are you serious? It's like, that's like treble what we would normally.
Do you know what? That's a good point. What I've just put on the screen. Service in the States is normally excellent. I think
Compared to Europe, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
shit.
I went into a restaurant here in Denmark.
shit.
Or no, I went to a restaurant in Germany, and my wife and I, we sit there for literally 15 minutes before anybody even came to our table. I'm like going,
Yeah.
is there even waiters here? Is this restaurant open? I mean, what's going on? Is this? the
Yeah, I
office?
mean, I don't know how it's like you said where you, but in England we're awful for it. I mean, it's literally you got people being paid by the hour, so they're not going to put that effort in because we don't tip as much. So I think we're bad for that here. But it's just that people are in the job and they're not really bothered about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Lincoln. It's it's.
That's what I mean by the cultural thing. There's a big difference. Big difference.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time I went down into France and into Italy. The whole time I was down there, I never went to a restaurant.
Yeah. I think
Never.
The difference.
I didn't have to. I ate one meal at the hotel. Sometimes I would eat drink a cup of coffee or something in the morning, but I'd eat like a dinner there. But if I was out on the town, just walking around and stuff, I would go to a supermarket and just buy whatever I wanted to eat. And
You're just trying to find those crisps you like, Donald. Tortilla chips.
It is. I mean, I think the difference here that leads to the poor service is that it's automatically added onto the bill, so the waitresses don't even have to worry. You know, so
there's no incentive.
Yeah, there's no incentive at all. I mean, you can decline to pay the addition if you want, but most people, because it's already added onto the bill, you know, whatever it is, 10%, 15%, we just pay it, and it's just like, it's just no incentive to, you know.
I'm not saying it's bad everywhere, but I don't think it's. I was surprised when I was in America when I did eat at restaurants. I felt like or maybe I should just bend over and let them lick my arse, because I was like, this kind of, it's over the top, and I felt it was like, guys, you don't have to force it. It feels like they're only doing it for the tip, and I was going, just be normal, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I felt like I was getting a bit of a ribbon.
Yeah, but it's you know, the only thing is that they earn their tips. Where in the UK they don't earn their tips.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel genuine, does it? Because it's just like they're after the money.
No, I know. But I don't know. Yeah, but they earn their tips. Where over here they don't. I mean, they just add it on.
Yes.
An automatic payment.
How you doing? Good. How you doing?
Anything.
Yes, I know. How you doing?
Let me mute it.
Sure. You responded. You said okay.
I've muted you, Silver and Gold, just to let you know you are muted now.
I can still hear him.
I can't hear him. He's muted.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Who drew that? Oh, I did. I drew it with Microsoft Paint.
But I think it's so wonderful now to be able to go out and just do stuff.
What did you say then, Tony? I can't hear you, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I
I can't hear myself. Let me know anything else. No, I was saying that you know, we're starting to go out again, you know, to restaurants and stuff, which is.
Oh yeah.
Dom,
Well, I can't hear him. I think you might have to do it yourselves if you want to.
I can't. Dom, can you mute yourself, please? Dom, can you mute yourself? Whoever's talking, that's all I can hear.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Yeah, hold on.
I'm not going to lie though, I do get quite nosy if I can hear someone kind of on the phone.
No, it's just overwhelming.
What? No, what you mean, silver and gold, not Donald?
I'm not sure who's talking. I don't know. Who is it?
It's silver and gold.
Oh, silver and gold. Can you please?
Yeah, not Donald. Donald's been a good boy.
Mr. Silver and Gold, can you please mute yourself? I can't hear myself think.
Well, I'm mopping up anyway because I forgot what the time was.
Good
So
day.
it was only when I got reminded of the time, I was like, oh shit, I've got to get back to reality.
It's your date time.
Exactly. Work.
Testing. Yes, you in the line back there with the green fanny pack. Could you please step out of line? Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are not here for the COVID vaccine. You are in the wrong line, ma'am. You are going to have to step out of line. Quit pushing that man in front of you. Thank you. Get your stuff and get out of line. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you.
Oh dear.
Yes, this is the line for the vaccine. Not the vaccine, but this is the line for the testing.
Oh, dear.
Silver and Gold's like, fuck it, he's going. I think Silver and Gold's like, I can hear all of that.
That was just so funny. Oh, dear.
Oh man! Right, guys, I'm gonna have to end it on that. It felt like a scene out of Police Academy when he's got work.
That was quite funny.
Police Academy.
Yeah, I think one of them has like a blower.
Yeah. With the
Oh, the blowhorn. Yeah.
Yeah,
blowhorn. Yeah, that's the word.
yeah, that was it. Well, thanks for staying in, guys. Anyway,
Well, thanks as always for scoping.
hosting.
Scoping.
Later,
or
payback.
streaming,
Thank you,
whatever.
Donald, for sticking around, mate. Always enjoy the conversation.
Bye. Payback.
See, good to see you, guys. You as well, Tony, and everyone in
Thank
the
you.
comments.
Take it
Thanks,
easy.
Lincoln.
Thanks, Lincoln.
See you later, guys.
Thanks, mate. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.